there, Beth from Scrapping Wonders, and I'm up with my first day for December Daily. This video is super short because it's a super easy layout. I wasn't sure what story exactly I was going to tell on the first until yesterday when we went and grabbed our tree. And this year we went with a fake tree, which is something that we haven't done in many years. And I knew immediately that I needed to tell this story. So we recently moved and the flooring in our house is awful, meaning that I have to clean it all the time. And the thought of having a real tree and having pine needles everywhere and having to remember to water it this year was just something that my mind could not bear with. So it was artificial tree all the way for me this year. Now, my mini me was disappointed about this decision, but she will get over it. And I did explain to her that even though the tree is fake, it's still a tree and yada, yada, yada. All of that nonsense. So what I am scrapbooking is the story of us getting this tree. Now, this is a tree that I had seen in the store a few weeks ago, and I knew that that's the tree that I wanted. Financial issues, obviously, didn't pick up the tree that day, so waited until we could. Picked it up yesterday, and this happened to be the last tree. Literally, this was the last tree, so we bought the sample tree because there were no other trees. And that is the story that I told, as well as the story about my mini-me being disappointed about the fake tree. Anyway, so here back to the layout. The number one, after everything that I did, which was grabbing a piece of transparency and writing on that, because I didn't think that the journaling was going to show up on that patterned paper, yet I still wanted to use that patterned paper. So I journaled on a piece of transparency, stuck my photo down on that piece of transparency, but with all that white, I knew that the number could not stay white because to me it felt like it was blending in too much, and I didn't want it to blend in that much. I had used this first paint, that dark blue, which apparently that dark blue has like a hint of brown in it because it was not looking right. It was not coming out blue. It was coming out like kind of brown. And I thought at first that it was maybe, the chipboard was soaking in the paint and that's why it was looking like that. So I grabbed some gesso and then I redid it. And yeah, it still had that brown tint to it. So needless to say, I did not use that blue. Now I had another blue that's more of like a teal blue and it's shimmery a bit. And I figured that worked perfectly, and I was trying to match the other side of the layout because I do have a 4x6, which you'll see in the photos on the other side. And that photo is of the kids laying underneath the tree when we got home today on December 1st. And I thought that was quite perfect photo to snap. I did not snap it as fast as I should have because the baby started moving, but I still used that photo because I wanted to share that story. So then I grabbed some score tape for that chipboard one, really thin score tape, and when I stuck it down, I actually tried to lift it back up because I was like, oh no, it's not exactly where I wanted it, but I gave up and I left it. And that is literally it. The other side I threw in the photo and that's it. I didn't embellish the other side at all. So my goal with this is to tell the stories and not get crazy, spending a lot of time embellishing. I had already spent, a good 20 minutes just figuring out the paint and everything for the layout. So that was it. I left this part in the video just to show you that I didn't let that paint go to waste. And I threw it in my art journal. This is the Small Dilutions art journal page. And I pretty much blended the two paints together on this side, and then in the other side I had slapped the gesso down, but I didn't dry it. So you're gonna see me grab this teal and I'm gonna let it blend in with the gesso on that side. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments what story you told for your December 1st. I'd really love to know, and I hope that you're really enjoying this project, or at least the first day. Thanks for watching. Bye.